Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Buckle up because what's happening right now in the NFL, especially involving the Green Bay Packers, is nothing short of explosive. Rumors are swirling around the league, and sources close to the NFL, including Diana Rossini, have hinted at a blockbuster trade that could shake up the entire landscape of the NFC North. And no, I'm not talking about some minor move here. This could be a game changer, a move that might push the Packers into a new stratosphere and at the same time, send ripples through their division rivals, particularly the Philadelphia Eagles. That's right. The Packers, currently sitting at a solid 3-1 record in the NFC North and showing flashes of the elite offense we all hope to see, are apparently in advanced talks to acquire DeVonta Smith from the Eagles. Now, just think about that for a second. DeVonta Smith, the former Alabama star, the 10th overall pick in 2021, a player who's already established himself as a true difference-maker in this league, potentially donning the green and gold. It's a seismic shift in strategy, and it's happening amidst some notable injuries on the Packers side, with Jayden Reed on IR with a knee injury since Week 3, and Dontavian Wicks out for about 4 weeks due to a twisted ankle. These injuries have certainly impacted their receiver core, and it seems like the Packers are looking for a way to inject some elite talent to keep this offense firing on all cylinders. Now, let's talk about DeVonta Smith. This guy is not just any receiver. He's a Pro Bowler from 2022 and has been a consistent threat when healthy. In 2025, despite some injury setbacks in 2024, Smith has already amassed 30 receptions for 428 yards and 4 touchdowns in just 5 games. That's impressive, especially considering his yards after catch, averaging around 11.4 yards per reception, highlighting his ability to turn short plays into significant gains. His PFF grade sits at an elite 89.8, placing him among the top 12 wide receivers in the league, and he's averaging roughly 2 yards per route run. Let that sink in for a moment. His career stats are equally notable, around 600 receiving yards, 20 touchdowns, and a career PFF grade of 88.2. He's a reliable target in contested catches, with about 60% of such attempts being successful, and in go routes, his burst is a real game changer, with a success rate of around 75%. And let's not forget, Smith's health has been pretty solid in 2025, with no recorded injuries so far, after battling a concussion in 2024 that limited him to 13 games. His stats, averaging about 920 yards per year, show a consistent presence in the offense, and his low drop rate of around 2.8% underscores his reliability. But why would the Eagles consider trading him? Well, the team is dealing with a tight cap situation, only about $9 million remaining, and their defense has been allowing around 26 points per game, which is a concern. They are also focusing heavily on extending A.J. Brown, which makes sense given his impact, and they are looking to free up some cap space to prioritize that. The Eagles are also retooling their offensive line, which has been allowing roughly 3.5 sacks per game, indicating they're trying to shore up their protection and run game for Jalen Hurts. As for the Packers, they're prepared to absorb some of that cap hit, taking on around $11.5 million, and making a move that would help them bolster their deep passing game, especially after Jayden Reed's injury, which limited their vertical threats. Reed was averaging about 7-8 yards per target before his injury, and adding a player like Smith could significantly elevate their aerial attack. Now, let's get into what this move could mean for the Packers. Imagine the impact of adding DeVonta Smith to the offense. He's a true field stretcher, capable of adding over 150 yards to the Packers' total passing yards this season. His presence alone could elevate Jordan Love's EPA per pass from around 0.14 to a solid 0.30, boosting the team's efficiency and deep ball success rate. Smith's ability to create mismatches, especially when paired with Christian Watson, could turn the Packers' offense into an explosive machine. Watson, who's shown flashes of brilliance with his speed and athleticism, could benefit tremendously, potentially adding another 180 yards to his season with the extra attention Smith would draw from defenses. Furthermore, Smith's addition could lead to a significant boost in the Packers' offensive output, raising their aerial yards from around 192 yards per game to over 255 yards per contest. That's a massive difference, and it's exactly the kind of boost a team looking to contend in the playoffs needs. Historically, similar trades, like the Metcalf deal that boosted the Seahawks' passing game by over 200 yards per game, show how impactful a player like Smith can be. The Packers could see a similar jump, especially in the red zone, where Smith's contested catchability and route running can turn into touchdowns, adding at least 2 more touchdowns per season. From a strategic perspective, this move would also help the Packers in terms of depth. After losing Adams last year, the team struggled with consistency at the wide receiver position. Bringing in Smith not only replaces some of that production, but also provides the speed and reliability needed to stretch defenses, an essential factor in today's NFL. Christian Watson would be freed up to run more intermediate and deep routes, while the team could finally resolve some of their depth issues at wide receiver, turning their offense into a true threat from sideline to sideline. And all of this leads us to the bigger picture: odds to win the Super Bowl. Right now, the Packers are sitting at plus 1,800 odds, but after this potential trade, those odds could plummet to around plus 900, according to BetMGM. That's a huge jump, reflecting not only the confidence in Jordan Love's development, but also the added firepower that Smith would bring. It's similar to what the Chiefs did in 2024 when they added DeAndre Hopkins midseason, boosting their offense and helping them make a deep playoff run. The Packers could be heading in that direction, especially if they secure the right pieces before the deadline on November 4th. Looking at the bigger picture, this trade could set a new course for the Packers franchise. It echoes some of the great moves from the Favre era, where bold trades and aggressive signings helped propel Green Bay to playoff success and even Super Bowl victories. If they pull this off, it could be a signal that the Packers are not just rebuilding, but reloading for a sustained run at the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, the Eagles are recalibrating, focusing on their core with extensions for A.J. Brown and trying to manage their cap space while maintaining a competitive roster. They're doing what many contenders do, making tough decisions to position themselves for playoff success, even if that means trading away a key player like Smith for future assets and cap relief. So, as we approach the trade deadline on November 4th, keep a close eye on what the Packers are doing. This move, if it happens, could be the spark that ignites their offense in a way we haven't seen in recent seasons. It's a bold gamble, but in today's NFL, sometimes you have to take risks to win big. The potential addition of Devonta Smith could transform the Green Bay Packers from a decent team into a true contender, capable of making a deep playoff run and possibly even challenging for another Super Bowl appearance. And for the fans, it's an exciting time, seeing your team make moves that could define their future for years to come. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Are you excited about the possibility of Smith joining the team? Do you think this move will push the Packers over the edge and bring a Super Bowl back to Lambeau? Or do you have concerns about giving up Romeo Doubs or the draft picks? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. Thanks for riding along with me today, and as always, let's keep the passion alive. Go Pack Go!